Hey, I don't know. Go outside and wear, oops, thumbs over the camera. Oh, there we go, 2 bars. How about now? Anybody see me now? Somebody give me, if I'm frozen, say frozen. Yay! Cheryl sees me. So we're out here at my cabin. My first live stream ever, and I didn't shave either. Not too many people get to see me because when I do Gil's channel, I usually show my face for about 10 seconds unless I'm doing a freeze drying thing. So we'll wait for 7 o'clock. So a couple people coming in, but that's fine. So tonight I'm going to show you what I got out here at the cabin in terms of food to freeze dry. Look, I even have my, oops, let me change the camera around here. There's my camera. Settings, back camera. So I got my little solar power set up in here. All Harbor Freight stuff except for the battery. Can't really see it. It's kind of dark. But that's roll around. Got my, nope, there's my toilet. Got my solar panels out here. Water barrels. Gas jug for the generator when I need it. Haven't needed it yet. Been here for 3 days. And there's Mr. Tractor over in the corner. My fire pit. And the back of the truck full of stuff. Let's go inside here. Yep, I have light in the cabin. So I pulled out all my freeze-dried food. Oops. Hopefully you could hear me when I was doing that. So this is what I got, and I forgot how much stuff I really have out here. So I keep it all in a 55-gallon drum with a lid and a ring on it to keep the vermin out, although I haven't had that problem. So I'm thinking tonight I'm going to have some asparagus, can't really see everything here. I got loaded mashed potatoes, cheddar bacon, and scallions. Shows me how much water. Doesn't weigh anything. Let's put those outside here. And I think I got some beef in here somewhere. There we go. Cooked sliced steak. It was sous vide, not sous vide. Sous vide, medium rare. I think I did a live stream when we flip my camera back around again. Sorry if this. Let me shut my light off inside here. I got my little. Let me flip that around again. Factory 1000 power supply and a whole bunch of outlets, but I'm off the grid out here. So let me shut that off. Don't need to waste energy there. Now I'm really into wasting energy because it's my energy. Oops, sorry, my thumb is on the screen. So what we're going to do here, let me close that up. Can everybody still hear me okay? Cheryl, am I still good? I got some water on the stove here. I'm going to boil some water. No, sue me, it's not your internet, it's mine. I have like 1 or 2 bars of service. So, hey, Gil. So right now, I'll just flip my camera around. Hopefully that's working okay. So I got my little stove and a propane tank. So I'm going to heat some water up. And we're going to have, so I can do that, the loaded mashed potatoes with cheddar bacon and scallions. I need to add 5 to 5.5 ounces of water. This is blanched asparagus, one of my early versions. So this is going to get whatever water it needs. Same with the steak. So I'm going to do cooked sliced steak. And I'll show you what it looks like. I'm going to go back in and get some bowls and a plate. You can all watch me cook dinner. Then I got my little cabinets up here. And Cheryl will like this. I smile, darn you. I hung it up. I got the big one up top there. That's from my dad. So let me get a plate. And a fork and a knife and a spoon. Got a whole silverware drawer here. Yes, Sue. I got enough food here, I think, now to probably last me, I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe 2, if I don't have to do anything. Here's my salted ghee from 21. That lives out here. Yeah, Cheryl wants to come out too. She loves my food. Let me change my camera back around. I'll get better at this over time. This is my first one, so I'm going to bring my water to a boil. I'll show you what some of this stuff looks like here. So we're going to open up the asparagus. And it really doesn't weigh anything. My little oxygen absorber. Oops, there we go. Got to stay in frame here. And inside, there we go. It's asparagus, but it weighs nothing because it was freeze dried. So there is 0 weight to it. It's very brittle. You can hear it crunching. So I'm going to eat all that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour hot water in here. The asparagus is only going to take whatever water it needs. That's why I don't write how much water I got to put in there. So whatever extra water's in there will just be in a puddle of asparagus water. Now the potatoes, I need to add 5 to 5.5 ounces of water. So I got my little Pyrex measuring cup from, I don't know if anybody knows what Ollie's is, but Ollie's is like they call it good stuff cheap. They do buyouts, closeouts, and I paid $1.99 for a 1-cup Pyrex measuring cup. I don't like it though because the little nozzle on the front here, it doesn't pour properly, it just runs down. But I don't care. So let's open up the mashed potatoes. Show you what those look like. Get my oxygen absorber out of there. So basically, I make my own instant potatoes. Let's see if I can tilt this down a little bit here. And that's what they look like. It's my mashed potatoes. I cooked it the way I like it, made them, threw them in the trays, freeze dried it. And there's bacon, scallions, cheddar cheese, all kinds of good stuff in there. That one I'll have to measure the water for, and the steak. I'm trying to look at the comments. Now, Sumi has Ollie's. Cheryl loves Ollie's. I love Ollie's. I bought a lot of my camping gear in there. Actually, the stove gear I bought at Ollie's. So some of you saw on one of my streams. So this is the steak. It's like styrofoam. Oops, I just dropped a piece. Well, 10-second rule. So with the steak, same thing. I'm just going to add water to it. And whatever water it needs, it'll take. Everything left technically is gravy or au jus at that point. So that's probably, I think that was the equivalent of 4 or 5 ounces of steak that I put in there. And the mashed potatoes was 8 ounces, so that's a decent heaping amount. And the asparagus, I think, was about a cup. So I get lots of asparagus for dinner. I love asparagus. My wife is she's at the beach right now. She usually takes broccoli or cauliflower. I'll do cauliflower and I'll powder it. So then she loves her mashed cauliflower. And when you powder the cauliflower after it's freeze dried, you just add your hot water to it and whatever flavors you want. And we're good to go. And I'm seeing if I missed anything. As soon as he perfects freeze-dried strawberry cheesecake. Oh, I have that. You want to see my strawberry cheesecake? I'm not going to open it yet. So I know I have everything back here is all desserts. So I got French toast bites. There we go. You see that? Cheesecake bites. These are homemade cheesecake. I might open those. I'll have those for dessert. No water needed. You just eat them dry. I'll flip my camera back around again. There we go. Can you make freeze-dried cauliflower rice? Yeah, so ricing cauliflower is when they cook cauliflower and they run it through the mill and it's like just grainy cauliflower. This is better than that. My wife loves it. You freeze dry it, and when you crumble it up, you put it in a bag and you roll it with a rolling pin, it turns to powder. And it's still cauliflower. So you just put a couple tablespoons in a bowl. My wife adds some hot water to it, and it's cauliflower. It's mashed cauliflower, riced cauliflower. It's not really riced, but I guess you could do riced cauliflower, but it falls apart real easy. Yeah, my sister knows where I am. She knows exactly where I am. 2 hours. Yes, freeze-dried strawberry cheesecake. Oh, it's on, girl. You guys are killing me. And no, I don't have the asparagus pea problem, Lewis. For some reason, I used to, but I think I eat enough of it. My body just said, yeah, you're good. So, and these are the little oxygen absorbers. There's probably still a little bit of life left in them, but there's no sense keeping them. Everything I freeze-dry gets an oxygen absorber, unless I'm going to eat it within a couple days, in which case I don't waste my time with it. So, here's my water. There we go. Yeah, 1 bar, 2 bars of service here. Hopefully it's working okay. There we go. Got to move around a little bit. Yeah, I know I'm frozen, Cheryl. Hopefully we're good now. So it's right under the edge here. So, yeah, I'll show you down. Oh, I already showed you on this side. So, but this is my view behind me there. Every morning, every day, every night, whenever I want to sit on my little porch here, I'm good. I could show you the outside while I'm waiting for the water to boil. Let's flip my camera around again. So here's my blue truck. And there's my tractor over there. I think I showed you that. My fire pit, little table, chair. Around the back is where I kind of store my my bush hog and the bucket. And that's the cabin. And there's my wood stove vent going out the back. Little window. And really, there's not much up here. That's the woods. The road is, and that light spot over there is one of the roads. And but there's not much traffic on here, just the neighbors. So I got the stream down there, probably about 50 yards, which is always running. It's just a little low right now because of lack of rain. So let's see if we got water. Where's the fire pit? Fire pit is right there. It's actually a 22-inch rim from one of my buddies at a truck stop. It was bent, but it's fine for lighting fires. And there's that with the rocks around it. I got my chair there. My firewood's up here. My boot's sitting on it. Keeping it dry. And I'll light a fire here in a little bit. All right, we are boiling. So let's see how I can do this. Settings, front camera. Hopefully I won't fall over. So we're going to do the mashed potatoes first here. I needed 5 to 5.5 ounces, which is right in between these two ones right there. So, too hot? Nope. That is 7 ounces. 6, 5.5. we'll do 5.5 to start with, or almost 5.5. So I'm just going to pour it in and stir it around a little bit. And I just lost a bunch of water on the table because this thing is terrible. I'll put the rest in. Here's my spoon. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. And it'll take about 2-3 minutes for it to recombine. You can already see it's yummy. Where's CR when I need him? Yep. Tastes just like my taters. So I'm going to close it up, squeeze a little bit of the air out, and let it mash around a little bit. It'll rehydrate. That's hot. So now the asparagus, I'm just going to pour some water in there. Hopefully it won't spill. They are turning bright green. Let me close that up. Give it a little shake around. Sliced steak. Now, I cook this steak to 130 degrees in the sous vide. So if I put water that's hotter than that in there, it'll actually cook it a little further because I like it medium to medium rare. So I'm going to try to hope my water is not too hot. I'm actually going to wait a second because that stuff rehydrates. Actually, I can show you real quick. Let me spin this around a little bit. Let's see, I didn't realize you could rehydrate in the bag. Yeah, oh yeah. So here's my brittle steak. Weighs nothing. So I'm going to stick it in the water. I did this on one of Gil's streams. Now it's steak. A couple extra seconds in there. And it's hot. Of course, it cooked it all the way, the rest of the way. So now it's a little bit darker. But that's in steak. Sorry, I'm chewing now. I'm going to let that cool down a little bit while I'm waiting for my taters to do their thing. I'll put it on a plate. And you'll get to see what a freeze-dried meal looks like here. Hello. So, look. Yes, we know, Cheryl. I had my thing down. Sorry about the view. I'm working on it. I'm also working with 1 bar of service here. So, well, I need a little bit more water. It's kind of thick. I lost some. Doesn't take much. So, can't really see what I'm doing here. I'm just mixing some water up. All right. So there's my taters. I don't know if I can tilt this down without knocking the iPad off its stand here. There we go. And yes, you can freeze dry cheese. Obviously, I did it here because the cheese is mixed with the potatoes, and if you melt cheese, it gets oily. But if you freeze dry shredded cheese, which I have some here somewhere, I think, the oils are suspended in the proteins of the whey. So you can freeze dry it, and you can actually rehydrate it in like a wet paper towel. Oh yeah. See what my asparagus looks like. Yep. Let me give it another couple seconds. Get the top ones done. And let me throw the water in my meat. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it sizzling. Nope, not really. That'll only take about 30 seconds. Let's see what the asparagus looks like. So now she's nice and, where's my camera? There it is. Nice and bright green. Get a fork. A little extra water in there. That's all right. A little too much water. So, I don't know if you can, let me tip that up, you can see it. So, that's the asparagus. The light doesn't do it justice here. Actually, I'm going to get some of that water off of there. That'll work. And let's see what the meat looks like. There, I'm going to grab some tongs. I'll be right back. Yeah, this LED light out here is not making things look, the best. I'll show you the whole plate here in a second. I think I got all the meat. Nope, I didn't. Still a fair amount of water in there, but it only took what it needed. So there is my freeze-dried dinner at the cabin. Asparagus, loaded cheddar potatoes, and beef. This is just one of those fun things I like to do. Usually I bring other food with me. And there, my phone got wet. That's not good. Too much water. I need a different measuring cup. So soon I will be doing more videos from home, more on freeze drying and recipes and other stuff with a freeze dryer. Plus I do canning. I think most of you that are on here now pretty much know that because I'm always on Gil's channel and with Tammy and that. But yeah, I look forward to doing a lot of stuff and showing you guys some of the things I do and how to do it. And sure, soon I put in for all my vacation for the rest of the year. So I'll send you my calendar of what's available. So anyway, well, that was a 22-minute live stream. Unless you guys want to watch me eat, but I mean, you can watch me eat a little bit of the asparagus, just, you know, in case. It's asparagus. It's a miracle. And beef. All right. I think that'll cover me for the night. Thank you for coming along and watching me make food and eat and talk and ramble and showing you around a little bit. So I'm going to hop off here, eat my stuff. And oh yeah, I always try everything when I cook stuff to freeze dry it. If it's a recipe that I made up, then I always try it because I want it the way I want it. Not like something you buy in a can at the store where you're stuck with whatever they got. And Kaylin eats her MRE'S on her lives. Huh, cool. I'll have to hook up on one of those. So anyway, well, thanks for joining me. It was definitely an interesting, technologically challenging moment here out in the cabin with whatever power I have. And thank you. I'll see you all soon. Have a good night.